Hey, what's up, everyone? It's your boy Darkpool Algo, and thanks for joining me on another weekend watch list recap. Today, we're going to recap the top 5 stocks for last week based on our weekly watch list, and we're going to do a little bit of introduction of possibly a new service, as well as we're going to look at the Flow Index algo to see where the stocks are and possibly carry them over to next week. Tongue-tied. All right. Anyway, so if you're new to the channel, thanks for joining us. I am Darkpool Algo, and I'm a smart money Darkpool and block trade algorithm software analyst. I trade options. I am an options trader. I really enjoy day trading options. It's my thing. What you see in front of you is the smart money Darkpool and block trade algorithm software from FLOWTRADE. We look to find divergences in that and take advantage of it. So every week we put out a weekly watch list of the top 5 stocks for the week, and this week on that list were Amazon, NTES, BNTX, Uber, and Zoom. I believe we went 4 for 5 on those, with NTES being the only lagger. So before we get into this, I've got a quick intro, and all I ask in return is you hit that like button, go ahead and subscribe, and turn on notifications so that you're notified anytime we put out new and exciting videos, which we will be doing a lot of in 2022. So I'll be right back. All right, welcome back. So this week's watch list, man, it was a very interesting day. Very interesting week. We had FOMC, it was quad witching, so we had a little bit more volatility than I expected. I thought we were going to chop the entire week. FOMC came out on Wednesday, and we got a nice rally off of that. So let's just jump right into it. So this is Amazon. Obviously, the week started off on Monday. I believe we had... let's see, we quoted Amazon that we could go either way on it. Obviously, going into Monday, there's a bull flag forming. We were really waiting to try to get above the 200 or the 200 SMA on the 15-minute chart to get long. Going into Monday, Amazon sold off. Tuesday sold off, consolidation, and even into Wednesday, Amazon sold off all the way down from let's see, 41.29, right? Opened at 40. Oh, excuse me. Is that right? That can't be right. I think my numbers are off here. Amazon isn't a $40,000 stock. 1 second. All right, welcome back. I was just checking this out. So obviously the numbers over here are not correct. Amazon isn't trading at $40,000 a share. So these numbers are off by a decimal point, I think. I think that makes sense. I know Amazon closed at 4,000 on Friday. So going into the week, Amazon sold off Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Had a nice little bottoming of support here on Wednesday. Also, about that time, right, some news came out on Amazon saying that it hasn't generated the type of stock performance that investors have come to expect this year. Bank of America analysts said that 2022 could be another big year for Amazon. Amazon came through and dethroned Alphabet, which is Google, for one of the top 5 FANG stock picks for 2022. Amazon shares are up this year, about 62.8% year to date, while Facebook's only up about 20, Netflix up 10, and Amazon's are up. Oh, sorry. Google shares are up 62%, with Amazon only up 2.4. So what they're saying is Amazon's supposed to have a bigger year coming up than Google did this past year. So Bank of America said that Amazon gained in its e-commerce market share in 2021, which positions its retail segment for a strong performance for easier competition in 2022. AWS, right, so which is their Amazon Web Services, had a strong 2021 with 3 straight quarters of accelerated growth. However, there was AWS outages on Monday and Tuesday, so that could attribute to the why Amazon was down Monday, Tuesday, going into Wednesday. I think they got it all worked out on Wednesday, right? So far, year over year, growth in e-commerce spending from Bank of America, it's dropped about 60% in the first quarter, but however, it's been picking up in the last 2 quarters. And let's see what else. Bank of America does have a buy rating on Amazon at a 42.50 price target, which puts it up in this area here, right? Right in previous highs. So Amazon looks pretty decent. This, my friends, was a $100 move on Wednesday. So Amazon did give us a trade. It did give us a move. I know that in the FlowTrade group, one of the pro traders cracked it for $67,000 trades in one day off of trading options. Amazon can move, and it's expecting big things coming forward. This is that divergence that played out on Wednesday, right? Going into the week, we had bullish divergence, price action divergence played out to a T. This is that move right here. We have an additional divergence setting up for going into next week. We will definitely keep an eye on Amazon as one of our top picks going into the following, well, probably the end of the year. The next stock we had was BNTX. BNTX was kind of a disappointment early in the week. Started picking up steam on Tuesday. It started picking it. It was a disappointment ending last week. Started picking up steam on Monday. We actually got a little bit of an entry above the 200 SMA on Monday, and it kind of faded off. Gap, fade. So with BNTX, Morgan Stanley came out and initiated coverage on them, announcing a $294 price target, which is pretty decent. I mean, it's kind of where it's at now, right? We would like to see a little bit higher growth. Let me show you what that looks like. So $294 price target. This looks similar to this, right? This is 360 previous highs, right? The street high at 90, of 90 days is right at the 360. They're saying it may consolidate or potentially fall a little bit going into the next 2 years. So this isn't, analysts don't know everything, but sometimes you might want to look around and see what they're having to say. Okay. As far as BNTX is concerned, consider this a win since it did give us an entry on Monday. Could have played the 618 retracement, right? Where stock rallies, we enter on the 618 retracement from this move here. If I were to measure that out, right, we'd get something like this. See how it pulls back. This one actually came back to the 382 and an entry there. Okay, makes sense. It makes sense to me. All right, next one that we're going to look at is NTES. They're in a game. NetEase is a gaming system, right? Analysts are coming out and saying that while, come on, I want to show you what the BNTX algorithm looked like as well. So BNTX, this is similar to Moderna, right? This divergence played out. So net buying, the algorithm's net buying, looking for the algo to take out a previous high, currently trading with price action. Nice move. Double top right at this level. So if it can break this, what are they calling this? 295, 290. You can break the 290 level. I think we can start taking, some of these previous highs, 295, 300, 302. There's a nice little gap that needs to be filled there eventually on BNTX. All right, so now we're moving on to NTES. So NTES going into the week, algorithm was letting us know that we had some strong divergence. However, NTES just stair-stepped its way down with block trades. Divergence didn't follow through and is actually falling. So NTS was the disappointment for the week, just gradual rolling over, fading. If you may look at it for bullish or bearishness going into the following weeks. While their legacy games continue to generate strong revenue and the company is developing new games with their existing intellectual properties, it's been successful in expanding into the Japanese gaming market, right? They've got music service too. They could probably see better growth with new monetization methods and Tencent's end of exclusive licensing agreements in certain big labels in China. However, unpopular new games could see better growth. Unpopular new games could lead to disappointment among investors, especially with gaming in China is quite mature, and gaming is NetEase's largest segment. Also, given the geopolitical tensions and concerns about Chinese companies like NetEase, they will definitely find difficulty expanding overseas. Innovative businesses like NetEase Music and Wanzoom might face tougher competition down the road. What that is telling us is that if the Chinese tensions continue to happen, this rollover will continue to fade. We've already seen it happen with Baba, right? There's something off with the decimal points in this system. It's off by one. I can't figure it out. We saw it with Baba. Baba may be going to 0. So if we're looking for a downside play, let's look at NetEase going into it. The algos are tending to agree with us, and we're currently coming up to a pretty big drop level. The next support's down at 185, right? 185, 180. So possible $25 drop coming up on NTES. We'll look at that going into next week. Also, we played Uber. Uber was a little bit of a sleeper, right? It came out late in the week. There we go. And this is Uber. All right, let that load up and get us back to the chart. So Uber, pretty decent move. All right. So JP Morgan came out and maintained some overweight coverage on Uber, lowering their price target to 68, and they're currently trading at 40. There's a $28 gap there. You would think that that's kind of a stark difference, right? And it is. Uber's position in autonomous vehicles, right, in the autonomous vehicle race could equalize gross and net revenue after no longer needing to pay drivers. So, right, Uber coming into this week, sell off on Monday, consolidated, quick little drop on Tuesday, nice rally up from 34.50 up to all the way up to 38, cooled off for the remainder of the week, and then Friday got an additional rally. We got that 50-200 bounce, right? And that's super strong. Anytime we see that happen, it's very strong for price action. Currently going into next week, Uber's consolidating around 40. Stack positive moving average is 821.34, and we've got a rising 50 and rising 200. Contrarian, okay? Pressure to pay a minimum amount per trip to its contractor drivers could create a barrier to entry for smaller players, helping Uber grow in the long run, right? And the development of those autonomous vehicles, and especially Google's Waymo, could eliminate the need for all existing rideshare platforms, driving Uber and Lyft out of business. While rideshare is still a relatively new industry, which leaves plenty of room for increasing regulations that could hurt the company, Uber's public perception has suffered in recent years. Lots of data coming out about lots of data breaches and a bad culture with sexual misconduct and internal racial discrimination issues. So while the analysts came out and said, yo, check it out, we're going to lower our price target down from 72 to 68, Uber's currently trading at 40. They've got a tough road ahead of them. They are in a people business, and they're trying to eliminate the people. While the people are good, it's also bad for the business. I think Uber, on the short term, might get a continuation rally. Let's check out and see what the algo has to say. All right, algo is trading with price action at this point. Lots of dark pool and regular block trades coming in to try to provide some support and resistance. We haven't taken out previous highs yet, so this could be an interesting play. Keep your ears and your eyes open for Uber going into the next couple weeks. And then finally, Zoom. Zoomity zoom zoom zoom. I've been waiting for this move forever. I finally gave up on it, and of course it happened. So coming into the week, Zoom was downtrending below the 50, below the 200. We continued to fade all the way up until Wednesday. FOMC hit, and everybody got a rally here in the middle of Wednesday, right? That rally popped us up above the 200 SMA, where we gapped up overnight, gave everything back on Thursday. Pretty much everything gave everything back on Thursday, consolidated and going into Friday, and we got that 50 200 crossover Friday, just like with Uber, and that propelled price action all the way up from 182 to 201. Pretty significant move. Zoom in the last 3 months, we've got 14 analysts have offered a 12-month price targets for Zoom. The company has an average price target of about 269 with a high of 400 and a low of 200. So Thursday, right, Goldman Sachs came out and initiated coverage on Zoom with a neutral rating, announced a price target of 200. Well, it hit that price target. Let's look at what that looks like as far as what the analysts are having to say about, what the analysts are saying about Zoom. They're expecting pretty significant growth. This is a pretty decent level, right? You'd like to see about a 30 to 45 degree increase. Seems pretty good, right? I don't think we're going to hit highs of 300. I think we may stick around the 220 range. And I think they pretty much popped their, made their pop or whatever, because, from COVID lows to COVID highs, Zoom all of a sudden was thrust into the forefront of technology. This is that divergence we like to see, right? Going into the week, we were like, yo, we have divergence. We've got price action moving one way, this way, and the algorithm moving up. Price action divergence played itself out going into Thursday. Now price is currently trading with the algorithm. As long as that algo can continue to go higher and we start getting block trades coming in as support, like this dark pool level one at 199.74, I think that we can see a continuation move in Zoom. So with that being said, thanks for joining me. I think we did pretty well this week. Going into next week, we're going to be looking at quite a few things. Believe there's going to be an update for the smart money dark pool and block trade algorithm software from FlowTrade, a new look and feel, and increased speed and agility and all the funness. Also, we're going to be looking at some very specific options plays using the service from predicted trades. I always mess that up because I always say predictive trades with the algorithm. Well, this is predicted trades. There is a coupon code in this description of this video. Go check them out. You'll get 10% off the services. Just to show you, I've been posting on Twitter about it, but basically gives you very specific entry and exit levels for options plays. So on Wednesday, we had, they're called beast numbers. So the beast numbers came in with 86, let's see, beast numbers on Wednesday for the Google 340 call, right, were anywhere from 68 to 94 cents, saying the optimal price that you should pay for the 340 contract would be anywhere from 68 to 94 cents. I was able to get in those at 86 cents, and I got out when it crossed the 200 SMA. I closed them from 1.5 to 1.5 to 2.2, right? In with 3, out with 3. Stock ran the rest of the day. Those contracts actually went from 86 cents, right, to $2 and or $6. I think it was $6. Let's check it out real quick. Those 240, let's see, 340s. I can just show you real quick. I can show you real quick right here. Yep, there we go. So, in what the heck is up with this? There's something up with this thing. Oh, there we go. I'll just show it to you real quick. So this is Thursday, right? Let me get zoomed up on the screen here, right? In at 86 cents, out at 152 bucks. They actually rallied the rest of the day and ended up closing at a high at 620. So with those type of numbers, definitely money making opportunities, especially if you start combining it with some smart money algorithms, right? Where if we look, this is Facebook, right? There was mini divergence on Wednesday, and the bearish divergence for Facebook, I believe, is played out. So stay tuned for that. Exciting news, exciting things coming up in 2022. We're also nurturing some additional partnerships. If we've been talking with you, please stay patient. We're trying to get a lot of things in place. And thanks for joining me. We'll see y'all on Monday. Have a good weekend.